He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you. He lives in you. Oh.
Back now since I'm starting to get popular with it now, so I'm not only by myself, so I have a special guest with me. So introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, my name is Emma. I think you guys were really deep last time. It's nice to be back. Thank you so much for being a part
Realize your purpose. I feel like this is a good topic, but some of us is going to college and worrying about life is passing us by, and
I feel like I found my purpose when I was 17. I was like in a terrible car accident. I broke my nose, neck, spine. It was like terrible and it was my fault. And the lady I hit was pregnant. I was in my junior year of college going to school. This was the day of the SAT. And I remember getting in this car accident and I saw myself like, it was like almost like an outer body experience. Like I honestly thought I died. My mom thought I passed away in a car accident. It was like terrible. And then, like I said, all my injuries, like my face was just like messed up really bad. A week after my car accident, my pastor came and we took off all the bandages off my face, and it legit looked like I was never in a car accident. I went to church, I gave a testimony, and I decided to change my whole life around. Like, I stopped hanging around with certain friends, and I just started just like focusing on myself and just journaling. And I went to Haiti that summer. That was, I believe I was 17, and this was the first time in my life I ever went to Haiti. And going to Haiti, seeing my family, it was a new experience. Like, I'm Haitian American, so I was born here. I'd never been to Haiti my whole life. So going to Haiti, this was when a lot of stuff was happening in Haiti. Gas prices rose up, so a 2-week trip in Haiti turned into 2.5 months. And I came back, it was my senior year, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was on a debate team. I ended up becoming a OCTI finalist on the debate team. Almost going to states, didn't make it to states just yet. And I realized, okay, I want to become a lawyer. Like, I'm a type of person that loves talking so much. So I was like, I want to become the voice of the voiceless. Like, I want to do something that can help people. And like constantly, like after my car accident, I would pray to God, because God kept blessing me so much. Like, I got a new car. In the accident, I totaled the car my mom bought me on my 16th birthday. So that year before I went to college, I got a new car. I went to college. I was getting scholarships. Like, everything was going good. And one prayer I told God was, keep blessing me so I can bless others. And then during college, I majored in international relations, and I knew I wanted to do something within the law field. So I feel like that was like a big moment in my life where I figured out my purpose. But I'm not saying this to say like you have to go through a car accident to figure out your purpose. That's not the case. But through prayer, this is when I was getting disciplined, like actually praying, because I've been baptized since I was 15. But I always told my mom, like, I feel like I wasn't living the life of Christ. It's up until now. But like around that time, I was like, I feel like I'm not living a life of Christ. Can I get baptized again? She's like, no, it doesn't work like that. I grew up Baptist. And she was like, all you can do is ask God to clean the oil that He's anointed you with. Like, He can wash you of all your sins. Like, we're not perfect, because even though I'm baptized, my new self still lives in my sinful flesh before I was baptized. So through just praying, hanging out with the right people, because the wrong crowd can mess you up, like really, really bad. And just praying, I was like, okay, God, like, keep blessing me so I can bless others. Show me what I'm meant to do in this life. And I think that's how I figure out my purpose.
He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you.
He's the vocational pastor here. So one day he just came up to me, would you want to preach one day? I was like, sure. Like, I wanted to say no, because I never you know me, you know I'm shy, so I'm like, nobody's gonna listen to me. So when I studied the sermon I'm going to preach, then I realized, when that day come, then I started talking, I started interacting with people. Then when that day come, everybody liked my sermon. I was like, okay. So that's when I figured out my purpose. I think that's when I figured out my purpose, because people like what I have to say, and they actually like compliment to keep going, to pursue to help other people. Because I'm not doing this just to like, oh, I'm gonna get famous from it, make all that money. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I actually have a purpose. When I do a podcast, I actually have a purpose and I have a message behind it. Like, I feel like God had called me to this because He wants me to be a young role model for like the youth and stuff. Because the youth, basically nowadays, man, the youth nowadays, man, I got to say, they need help, because I'm not gonna lie to you. The way we was raised, they not getting like that at all, man. They think they know everything, but that's not the case. Because out there, man, you don't know everything. Because there's always going to people be wiser than you. But nowadays, when people think a person is wiser than you, they think, oh, they just tell me what to do or something in that aspect. But that's not always the case. When people is actually wiser than you, it's a blessing, because they actually went to the experience you went through, and they tell you how to maneuver it, because they actually suffer from the same thing, or trying to help you in that field or whatever you're doing. So I think that's when I figured out my purpose. Yeah, that's when I figured out my purpose, when I was 23. And plus, I have another podcast. I have a podcast I do on the side myself. Yeah, I got a podcast I do on the side myself. Then I realized, if it wasn't for this I'm doing, I would never start the side.
You did say something that was very insightful. You were saying how you just wanted to help people. And one quote I live by is that it takes a man to build a village. You cannot do stuff by yourself. Like, I had to learn that the hard way in life. I used to isolate a lot and just do things by myself. I went into my mom's room, just like, you know what, I would figure it out by myself. But like you said, like, people who are older, they are wiser because they live through the moments we're living through. Even though we're in a different generation, you know, social media is at an all-time high, they still, in a sense, experienced and went through all the stuff that I went through. So anytime you want to tell an older person like you don't understand, you don't know what I'm talking about, because that was me. They do understand and they do know what they're talking about. So that is very true. So if older people like, I think with our generation now, we're very stubborn. We think we could just go on TikTok or Chat GPT and just like type in a problem like, "Hey, I'm depressed, help me," or "Hey, solve this puzzle for me," or something like that.
Yeah.
But real life doesn't work like that. Like we need to go out in the real world, meet people organically, talk to people organically, not through social media, but like, "Hey, let's get coffee." Or like, "Hey, let's go grab a lunch," and it not be weird and it's platonic and you guys have an organic conversation just about life. So I feel like people are scared to get out in the real world, but I also think because with our generation we experienced COVID, where we were in quarantine for what, almost a year and a half. So things take adjustment and everything, but I definitely do agree with what you said.
Yeah. I agree. Like social media is at an all-time high. Everything is everything we see is on social media now. Now everybody wants to be Instagram influencer, TikTok influencer. But what they don't realize, you see them TikTok influencer, but you don't know how many years it took them to reach to that point. They believe everything they read on social media platforms. They be like, "Oh, make $10,000 in trading in 3 days." Then you guys don't realize the reason why they say make $10,000 in trading or whatever advertisement you see is because you don't know how many years it took that person to reach to that point for them to make that $10,000 for example, right? When I started my fitness journey. So I wanted to be like this guy. Some of you guys know him, Ronnie Logan. I wanted to be like him, but then I realized. Then I did more research about that, and I thought it was gonna be a easy process. But I'm like, you gotta see if I have to do all this. But then I realized once I have as long as I'm fit, what would I call? As long as I'm fit and healthy, what would I call to somebody else? Yeah, so it's good to have like fitness, as long as you have to yourself, I think that's all that matters.
No, that is very true. And one thing is everybody's journey in life is different. Like, what is it? Who created Amazon? Jeff Bezos. I hope I said the name right, because a lot of people say I don't say his name correct. But I was reading somewhere where he was working at McDonald's in like his early 40s, and then he created Amazon, and he didn't become a multi-billionaire or rich up until his middle 40s. So it's like everybody's timeline is different. Like you can't compare your journey to another person's journey, but because like the comparison is all joy. So that's one thing I always tell myself. Like you don't know how somebody's upbringings were, how their family profit comes, or how they just live. So you can't see somebody's family saying, "Okay, I'm gonna do this in like a few like a few months or like this period of time." And then something else you said was when you started preaching that I really liked. You said like you're doing something and awesome, like. And I think that's like something now that people don't understand. Like you're not gonna blow up and be like because you don't know how long it took them to do it. So like you have to. One thing I feel like our generation, like the culture, they're not used to delayed gratification. They want something. They want to work out and see results. They want to study something and see results and shit. It doesn't happen. I feel like I slowly realized like, okay, delayed gratification is okay. Like taking the time out from the fun, to be happy later on in the future is okay. Like I think it's like a dopamine detox, because we're so used to social media and everything. So we're constantly getting dopamine releases. We're like, okay, I'm gonna go on TikTok, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do this. But what did you do throughout your day to even reward yourself with certain stuff.
Exactly.
So it's just a culture nowadays.
Exactly. Like I was watching this guy, a pastor. He literally say his message was like, it's okay to be boring. It's okay to be lame. Like some people used to ask me, Dino, why don't you go out or why don't you like hang out with friends? I'm like, why? What's that going? Man, going out. If like, I'm not gonna lie, I like to stay home a lot, man.
And that's okay.
Yeah. If you see me go out, honestly, it's because somebody like invite me to go like to a party, like a birthday party or like special event, something. And that you only see me like the 3 hours in the Haitian community. Yeah, you only see me church, like I l'église and work. Cause you're not gonna see me outside. The only time you see me outside is like if I'm going out, if I'm going to the gym or something. And that when I go to the gym, I just go straight home after.
And that's okay because what's boring to one person could be fun to you. So it's like, how do you define boring? Like, being boring is subjective because everybody has a different definition of boring. So it's just like we're in that stage in our life where we have stuff to get done. Like,
Exactly.
you go to work, you go to the gym, you do stuff that's gonna help you with your career,
Exactly.
anything you want to do in the future, and that's it. And it's not boring because I rather us work hard now than later. So it's like as long as you're doing from time to time, like you said, like a birthday party, a special occasion,
Yeah.
and like everybody's different. Some people are people that love to go out and like rather have dinner out with their friends
Yeah.
or stuff out. Some people rather stay home. So I think it's just finding a person or like having people understand you. Not everybody's gonna understand you.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is.
And plus, I'm not gonna lie, I mostly hang out with my mom. Yeah. And that's completely fine. Like, it's fun anyway. 'Cause who better know you than your family? Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, like I like to go out, but come on, like, but next generation when they go out, they talk about you start at 11 and finish at 2 a.m. They have work.
They do have work.
Like,
They just don't care.
I'm like, no, you're not gonna find me outside at 11 o'clock. I mean, that's just me. If you guys wanna go outside at 11, be my guest. But I know I'm an adult now, I got priorities. Even when I was little, I didn't do that. I know now what I would do that. Yeah. So that's just me. But if you guys wanna go ahead, but I'm telling you, you guys gonna stop that life real quick. Some of you guys just go down that big carnage is one big party. I would learn. When it comes time to study and your exam, some of your professors don't care. So I had to learn that. I mean, I went to a school. It was not a party school. We mostly had like organization. And that, like, sometimes I just used to go to that for like 5 minutes, just be on my business. College was a way to make friends. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shy. I still am shy, but I broke up my shit a little bit. Yeah, I still am shy, but when I was in college, man, I had my head down, didn't want to talk to nobody. So I was like in my comfort zone. I got joined a specific organization with other like people with like learn about the Haitian culture, like stuff like that. Like me and my advisor, man. First time, like, I didn't want to talk at all. I didn't want to talk to my advisor at all. Cause he literally thought like I was when he was talking to me. Like, I had my head down with stuff. But now, after like the years go by, man, listen, man, me and my advisor are cool. Half the time, I used to go in the office just to talk. I didn't have to.
I was not playing. Like I was a perfectionist in college. Like I wanted to make sure I got all good grades. I wanted to join a sorority. You know, part of a lot of organizations. So I was just like, I need to make sure my stuff is right. So I stayed in the advisor office. Like I wasn't playing no games. I'm like, it was to a point where I knew more than the advisor. I'm like, I took this class. These are the classes I should be taking next semester. All I need to do is improve my classes. Thank you very much and have a good day. Like I was not playing, but college was definitely fun. It was a good experience. And I always tell somebody like, well, I was like, I had a roommate. We'll be stayed in the same room. I was in a handicap room, so I experienced having a roommate staying in the room. But it was luckily my roommate amazing person. So I would always tell somebody like, you go to college, stay on campus for a semester, see how that is, because it is very humbling. So,
Because college literally teach you how to be an adult, man. Not even gonna lie to you. Cause it's not like it's not like high school where everybody it's not like high school where everybody like get a chance to know each other. No, it's not like that. My first I remember my first my first ex- college experience with a class. It was my math class, man. You know, I was excited. I thought I was gonna get to know. You know how high school teacher get to know the professor, the student get to know the professor. Like I thought it was gonna be the same thing. Not gonna lie to you. The professor walk in the classroom. He was like, "Guy, my name is Professor So and So. Open up to chapter one." I'm like, "Wait a minute. Hold up now. We ain't gonna get time to know each other. What happened to the permission slip? We ain't gonna sign that."
hmm
Man, when I tell you it doesn't work like that, it doesn't, because the professors, man, just like one, two, three, next class, and that's it. If you miss something, go to tutoring. If you don't, if or get it from your friends who was in that class. Because at the end of the day, the professor's gonna be there, but they're not gonna be there for you 24/7. Because sometimes too, they busy too, and half the time, and yeah, and half the time, like they don't be having the time, so it's better to go to the tutoring session, and they will answer all your questions. So that's what I did in college. I stayed at the tutoring session. I stayed at the tutoring session so much, people they started to know my first name. Like this, and half the time they don't even sign me in. They just be like, yeah, he's over there. But it was fun though. It was fun because my tutor he basically see like I'm all about my education. He's like anytime he literally told me anytime he's here he was always help.
I wasn't in the tutoring sessions much. I was just more so in the group chats. Like I had like a
Yeah.
buddy in class, like somebody I was cool with, that we used to just study together, and then they would just help me a lot and everything like that. But when it came to like writing classes, I definitely used those tutoring. But other than that, I never the TA hours that my classes had. They were at like inconvenient hours where my other classes overlapped because I always stacked my schedule to like every semester I took 4 to 5 classes, so it was just like yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, some people find their purpose in college too. I mean, I didn't find my purpose in college, but I just know I wanted to help people. So that I think that's why I chose business as my major, because some people forget that business was to help people instead of just like focus on the money wise and stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, um, the Bible says you literally have to be humble. Because in a moment, everything can just go away. Look at Job. He had everything, and everything just was gone in a minute. that's why you gotta be humble and just you got to. And plus two, you got to respect yourself. Don't just say, "Oh, I got me here." No, you didn't. God got you there. It just took a longer process for you to reach there.
I think you can find your purpose in different moments in life. That's why I tell people like you don't have to get into far to find your purpose. Like I think it's just about like fasting, like really sitting with God, like cutting out the outside world and just doing what you have to do and then just praying every single day and just asking God like for like at least 2 weeks. I always tell like my friends who are not that religious, I'm like, you know what, if you feel like this, pray for 2 weeks. Read Psalms 23 and Psalms 91 for 2 weeks. If you don't feel nothing after 2 weeks, okay. But mostly 100% of the time after 2 weeks, you're like, okay, this is what I have to do. Like fast. And I'm not talking about the fast where you cut out social media or you stop doing certain things. Like the main type of fast that is spoken about in the Bible is the food fast. You have to starve your flesh. And I feel like once you do that, you'll find your purpose in life. It comes to people at different moments in life. Like God speaks to people in different ways. So
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, God does speak to people in different ways. Sometimes, I don't know, I was watching this video. It's like sometimes we talk to ourselves, but in reality, we answer ourselves. But I feel like we actually talking to God at that moment, though. Because I'm not like sometimes I'm talking to myself. My mom used to get mad at me every time I talk to myself. Half the time too, I don't even know I'm doing it. I feel like I'm just having a conversation with God at that point because I answer myself too. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense now. But sometimes too, we do some stuff wrong, and we seeking validation, like to the outside world. But we're supposed to seek validation from the one who created you. And at the end of the day, God don't need nothing from you. All you gotta do, He just wants you to have faith in Him. That's basically it. I feel like if you have faith, anything is possible.
no, that's very true. Because I feel like a lot of people, they want all these things, but they don't ever believe it could happen for them. They see other people being blessed or other people living a life that they live and they think, okay, yeah, that can't happen for me. Like I don't have faith God can do that. But it's like if that thing can happen for another person, of course that thing can happen for you. Especially if that person is the same as you, of course God can bless you the way He blessed them. Like it should be a confirmation, like, okay, look at the way God blessed them. I know God can bless me like that or even more. So I think it's like, but the thing is with faith, like faith without works is dead. Like you have to be working towards it as well. You can't just sit down on the couch all day watching TV and say, oh yeah, I want to have my dream body.
Yeah.
Or I want to meet the love of my life. Like how you don't go out or how you don't go to the gym. So it's like you have to be actively doing what you need to do to fulfill that purpose as well.
Exactly. Because I'm not gonna lie, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Because the mind can play tricks on you, man. Because half the time too, like you said, going to the gym. I used to delay that. Like I used to say, no, I'm going to the gym and never do it. I'm gonna get a gym membership. I'm like, you know what? One day I just got a mail on my car say free training membership. So I just decided, you know what? Maybe it's a sign. Just go and see. And so I know I just went and I never stopped going. I feel like if you focus on yourself, you're good, and everything will just fall into place. Yes, it take time, but you gotta understand you on God's time and not yours. Because I was reading this quote. It says, slow, slow. When you do stuff slow, it builds character. But when you do stuff fast, it builds. I forgot what it says, but when you do so fast, you're not gonna be. You're not gonna be. But not everything the fast way is good. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. The fast way comes with consequences. You don't believe me? Just the trial that's going on right now.
Oh yeah. Because one thing I always heard was shortcut, shortcut. If you take the short way with money, doing just anything illegal, like everybody wants it now, but things don't happen. Some things can happen overnight, but not most things don't. It takes time. Like it takes time to get to know somebody. It takes time to build something. It takes time to get where you need to be. Like, you doing what you gotta do every single day, praying every day, going to work, just working towards yourself and not worrying about other people.
Yeah.
And not comparing yourself to other people in due time. And then I think the issue is like people don't like to trust God's timing. Like they think like, okay, I want this now, but it's like that didn't happen when you wanted it to happen because it wasn't on God's timing.
Exactly.
God knew something you didn't know. God was in rooms. He heard conversations that you didn't hear. So it's just like not everything can happen on our timing, but it's just the culture that we live in. Like we just want everything tomorrow.
Exactly.
We just can't learn to wait.
Exactly. Like patience is key in my opinion. Cause sometime too, when you don't wait, then you want to do everything on your own, and that's when you come with the consequences and stuff like that. Because yeah, that's when everything just go down the drain. Cause you want to do stuff on your timing and not on God's timing. And plus too, if God really wanted you to have something, if God really wanted, if you prayed everything you want and God haven't given to you yet, you're just not ready for it. Because if you was really ready for it, what did you think God would have given to you by now?
And then the quote that I live by, Romans 8 verse 18, the pain you are feeling now can't compare to the joy that's coming. That's something I just to myself all the time after my car accident. Like I was just like, even though I'm going through this right now and I'm sad, I know in like a year from now or 2 years, like God's gonna bless me so much, like I'm not even gonna be able to understand why. And then He did, and I was like, God, why do you keep blessing me? And then my mom was like, stop saying why, just thank God and say, God, keep blessing me so I can bless other people.
Exactly, I like that. Exactly, because when you keep blessing others, like riches will come to you. Like me, I do nice things, but I don't expect nothing in return. That's just me. Some people, when they do nice things, or they expect this, they expect that in return. But the Bible literally says, if you have to do stuff from your heart, you have to do something. If it's not just come from, if it's not from the heart, then are you actually doing it, or you just doing it because you're trying to seek validation? Because the Bible literally says, not everybody who says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. It's those who do that Father's work will enter the kingdom of heaven. Like, if I see a person like struggling, I'll give you $1 or $2. Like, if it's my last dollar, I still will give it to you. Because I know you're struggling. Yeah, I'm struggling too. I see you struggling. So that's why because I feel like people forgot how to be kind to one another. Everybody's just like so mean to one another. Like, what happened to treating people how you want to be treated? Like, this generation now, they just talk to anybody any kind of way now, man. Half the time, like, man, your people actually let you talk that way to other people. I don't know, back then, man, when we were growing up, we couldn't talk like that. But as soon as we talk like that, we know what's coming after. And well, we need this generation need more discipline.
That's very true. I know. One thing I would always say: if you wouldn't want your mom to hear you talk like that, or if you wouldn't want your mom next to you, then you shouldn't be speaking like that to other people at all.
And I completely agree with that, because in our culture, man, we have to say hi to everybody that is in the room. Like, say hi to everybody. But now, this generation, don't even say hi. We walking straight to their room. That's just me. And like me, everybody keep telling me, oh, I'm different from the youth. Like, I used to think, oh, I want to be with the cool kids to fit in. I'm like, then growing up, I realized being cool, what's that gonna do for me now? Because they think like high school being cool, I'm sitting with the cool kids, I got the Letterman jacket. But at the end of the day, what's that benefit you? I seriously doubt. And later on in life, people gonna realize, oh, well, he was a cool kid in high school. Okay, but so what's he's doing in life now? What's being cool going to lead you to? I feel like showing respect to others going to take you far than being cool.
I think you always have to be kind to people, like, no matter what. Like, do unto others the way you would want others to do unto you. Like, even if you don't fit in the crowd, it doesn't matter. Like, some people are meant to be popular, famous. Some people are not.
Yeah.
So it's all about, like, what you're called to do and trying to figure out, like, okay, not following the leader and not following because your friend is doing this or somebody you're cool with is doing that. No, just doing your own thing. Even if you have to be by yourself, solo, doing that one thing, then that's what you need to do.
Exactly. But we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Wait, there's no mountain too great. Hear the words and have faith. Oh, have faith. He lives in you. He lives in me. He watches over everything we see. Into the water, into the truth. In your reflection, He lives in you.
Yeah. So, like you said, like being by yourself, it's okay to be by yourself. But I feel like some people do not know. Some people do not know how to be by themselves. Like being by yourself is cool. Like, I'm not gonna
What
lie.
do you mean they don't know how to be by themselves?
Like, some people think they want to be happy, they want to be in a relationship, stuff like that. They want to be happy, or they want to go smoke, they want to go drink, trying to fit in with the other crowd. But that's not the case. Because half the time too, being by yourself is cool. Because you focus on you, not anybody else, and that's it.
I think the reason why people can't be by themselves is because they don't know themselves yet. And that's why people don't know how to be by themselves. Like, you really have to be in tune with yourself, be happy with your own company, to do things alone. Go to the movies alone, go out to eat alone, and not have to constantly call somebody or watch Netflix when you're eating, watching something when you're eating, to learn how to be by yourself. I think people are scared to really get to know who they are without others around, and that's why people don't know how to be by themselves. Because the real person you actually are is the person that nobody sees, the person behind closed doors, no cameras in the room, nobody's looking, just you and God. That's it. That's who you really are. But people are scared of that person.
That's real deep. I never thought about it that way. Still, I feel have to be scared.
And sometimes we want those things for the wrong reasons too.
Exactly. Because sometimes people be like in relationship because they're just lonely. They don't actually think like, oh, what's the benefit of me being in a relationship? They just think, oh, I'm lonely. So you're lonely, but you're gonna play with other people's feelings because you're lonely. See, I feel like if you're trying to get into a relationship, get to know God. You gotta get to know God first, then put yourself, then ask God, okay, am I really ready for a relationship? Or is it just like a feeling?
I think most of the time people just want companionship. That's it.
Yeah, I understand too, but you have to try to you your best on companion. Because sometimes too, like, it's okay to get like in relationship, but for the right reason. Not just like sometimes we have companionship and other time to be like lose that companion, then we go find somebody else. First of all, you have to get to know yourself first. Then you have to get to know God, then get to know yourself. Then realize what it is truly in. Like, what's your purpose? I think that's the thing we have to realize. Like, what is our purpose like in life? What's our purpose in life, and how do we like that, like what is truly God wants in this aspect of things. That's just me. What's your thought?
I would say really just figuring out yourself. I'm not saying to isolate to the point you cut the whole world off, but really just understand, like, okay, do I like this? Like, I'm very type A, so I write every single thing down. I carry a pocketbook around with me. I have a commonplace journal and just like a regular journal. And I also write on my notes app. So like any thought that comes to my head, like I jot it down. Like, and I ask myself, okay, why do I feel like this? Why does this make me sad? Why does this make me angry? And stuff that I have interest of, like I have like a little hobby list, like where I write down 5 things that I'm interested in. And I try to do stuff that sparks those interests or that aligns that interest. And I feel like that's really good. But I'm not saying about the outside world, so I used to isolate a lot. And isolating is not good. Like, you need community to help you. You need friends and family that help you be there for you. You need somebody to vent to. You need a go-to person. Like, not talking is probably the worst thing. Even if you're not a talkative person, like maybe you're a writer, or maybe some people sing. You know, some people do other types of things where they can like actually vocalize how they're feeling. So I just feel like doing that is what would help you.
Exactly. I feel like talking is too. I mean, some people say therapy is too. I'm not sure if it does or not. I've never been to therapy. I'm not sure. I just feel like talking to my mom helps a lot. Like, that's a lot of everything, whatever. It's okay to trust everybody. Church, friends, to your problem. To me, that's just to his God.
And that's fine. Because your parents know what's best.
If I forgot what this quote says, if you cannot be corrected, then you're not ready for adulthood. Because people gonna correct you any type anyway. Because to me, if you want to become an adult, you have to learn how to take criticism. If you do not learn how to take criticism well, then you're not gonna make it. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, criticism can be beneficial. Say like if you're in a business class or something, and you wrote down like a business plan, you tell the person to review your business plan and to see if this good or not, and he said no, you have to do certain this and that. But then you realize, oh, so he just don't understand the plan. Like, no, he understand the plan, but he's saying this way could be a better plan in order for your business to succeed, because he's been in that field for so long. He know how to maneuver. That's just me.
That's very true. Any questions in the comment section?
No question. They're just saying we did a good job. And that's it.
Oh.
So,
Any comments? What is it saying?
Nothing. Just say good job. That's it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. So let me know what should I talk about in the comment next time in the comment section, please. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe,
And share
to more topics like this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.